how to use a link to navigate 2020. See, uh, as you can see, the NFPA link, when you buy the subscription, it's $13 a month. And I'm just going to show you guys how to use a search bar and find uh, what you need to find in the code book using NFPA link through Firefox web browser. What I use, that's what NFPA link recommends on their site. They recommend you use Firefox or Edge. I just go with Firefox. I don't think it really matters. But yeah, we're gonna just try to explain how to go through it. This was a request by one of my YouTube commenters, so just trying to fulfill that request. I'm a little bit late, so hopefully late's better than never. So when you get an FPA link, this is what you'll have, and it usually gives you like a site tutorial or like quick tutorial. It popped up and then disappeared. It does that sometimes, but you can find it, more info here. Question mark button. Go and like explore app updates and go through what they change. Say goodbye to references and notes scattered across apps and make your own notes in here. And see, I made some older notes here. You got NFPA Direct, which kind of set what you want to directly study, or aircraft hangars, and it'll give you all the information for aircraft hangars or NEC. So pretty cool. Bookmarks, you can see all my bookmarks here. Collections, you can organize them. And right here is the search. This is Cassie, their AI model. She can use to find. I got some voltage drop things here I was looking up, and when the optional method, stuff like that, just testing it out. But I always recommend trade hug rather than that. Anyways, we're gonna just I'm gonna try to show you guys how to search. So you go to search and you can select your publication. Search scope, select publications is what I have selected. And include NFPA Insights, which used to be NFPA Enhanced, I believe. And then they changed it to Insights, and that's information from the handbook, I believe. Turn that on and get extra information. I always like reading. So right here is all my favorites. Select yours. You'll probably have none when you first start, but favorites you should have is 70, 70B, 70E, and 72, because the fire alarm signal and code is pretty important as well to learn. So since we're just talking about the NEC today, I'm just gonna select that. Then you can scroll down more and you got chapters, annexes, articles, sections. You can sort it by, but we're not even gonna select anything like that. We're just gonna have it be this for now. Now nothing's gonna change until we enter anything the search. So you got show results by relevance or appearance, which doesn't really make sense up here. I just leave by relevance because I want what's relevant to the topic. And it says here, focus on one topic or task at a time. Narrowing the scope helps generate more relevant responses. So try to give it enough keywords to not confuse it. Enough keywords, but not too many keywords. So we'll just go off of one of my questions here. We got a question of the week: which appliances doesn't qualify? A restaurant feeder supplies the following equipment: electric range, fryer, ice machine, dishwasher. under the NEC 2026 Article 12056, which item is automatically excluded from the commercial manufacturers. This one's kind of giving you an answer already in the where to find it. So we're not even going to use that one. I want to try to find one that can I can use as a good example here. By the way, you can go to necchat.com and see all of my questions right here. We'll go with this disconnect question. In a dwelling unit, what is the maximum number of service disconnects permitted under NEC rules for a single service? So let's just go service disconnects. Try to, that's a good keyword, I'd say. So let's go paste that in. And right here, we immediately have some good information. 2 to 6 service disconnects. 2 to 6 service disconnects permitted for each service permitted by 230.4 for each service entrance conductors permitted by 230.40, and it goes on. So already this put us in a good area. Look at that service. Wow. Count that. 2, 4, 6. Crazy. And we got grouping of disconnects. So this puts you in a good area. And so you got to just, the most difficult thing is giving it keywords. Obviously, this is a good example, but now we try to, oh, this is joshthesparky.com, by the way, where you can view my guide, which I'll be dropping soon in the journal section on how to navigate everything on here. So you can just go on here and it'll link you to what you need to find on here and how to navigate it correctly. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, you can see select all of NFPA 70 here or just Article 230 services. And you select all of NFPA and you can go through all of NFPA. You can see results change down here from 174 to 1,350 something. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward on how to navigate it. If you have a question that gives you good keywords. And I heard from the commenter that asked this question or asked me to make this video going through how to search on here. A lot of schools this to teach now instead of using a book, which is weird because I always thought book, learn the layout of the book, because you can see the layout of the book. Here you kind of can't, really don't, I mean, it shows you the layout, but down here it gets a little messy with informative annexes, and you don't have the index or table of contents that I would like to really go through as well to find certain things or put me in a certain path to find certain things. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents on it. But everyone has their own preference. I always resort to the book, but this is pretty awesome to just have like on your phone, then have everything through an app. Obviously, you got to pay for it, $13 a month or like 100 something for a year. Worth it for anyone in the electrical like industry, I'd say, because it's all important information. You can see all the stuff I've been looking through, so I get my money, my value out of it. So yeah, thought it's just a little video going through their app and everything. Obviously, I didn't cover everything. Stay tuned on my website for like a whole detailed text description, but I'll make more videos on this, diving code book on here and how to use the search function and going through this NFPA Direct. Just make a cool little like 10-minute video out of it, just through it. So Hopefully you found value out of that.